Hi there, Scouts and Scouters. Sven Gilkey from the Scouter Rob Show here. Today, for story time, we are going to be reading the Berenstain Bears' Blaze a Trail. This way, Scouts, Brother Bear said. Let's go while Papa is still in bed. Let's blaze a trail through the woods by ourselves, the way Scouts should. But Papa was not still in bed. He was waiting for them up ahead. This way, Scouts, let's blaze that trail. With me along, you cannot fail. Wait, said Brother, for Scout Leader Jane. Look, here she comes now in her plane. She's going to watch us from the air. She wasn't too pleased to see Papa Bear. There he is waiting for him. There's Scout Leader Jane up in her helicopter. What you Scouts need is a guide like me. I'll get you those badges. Come, you'll see. This way, Scouts. That way is wrong. That twisty way will take too long. There he is, telling them to follow him. Uh-oh. Papa Bear, don't step on that log. It's not a log. But Papa, the guidebook says, when blazing a trail through swamp or bog, never step on a sunken log. Yow! And that log, said Sister, is a crocodile. Papa blazed that trail, Papa Bear style. Oh, there he goes stepping on it. Snap! Trying to get at him. And there he goes off into the trees. Wow, said Fred. This is good. A whole new trail right through the wood. That, bragged Papa, is a good lesson for you. Just get up speed and crash right through. Now mark that trail, Sister read from the book, so others can follow the path you took. Pooh, said Bear, twig signs are not for me. Here, watch this, I use a tree. See, they're making little twig signs to mark their trail. See this little arrow? It's the way Scouts used to mark trail signs and things like that. Papa Bear doesn't like using a twig, so he's going to use a big tree. That didn't end very well for him when it snapped. Then he went flying through the air into a nest, an eagle's nest. Just thought I'd drop in, said Papa Bear. And here he goes flying up into the nest. Uh-oh. That mama eagle doesn't look too happy. The Scouts marched on through the wood, but soon the trail was not so good. This won't last, said Papa Bear. While I was up that tree back there, I could see for miles around. Come, this is the way to higher ground. Yeah, that doesn't look like as much fun. And there's Papa marching them on. This ground is good. It's higher and drier. Just the place for our cooking fire. But Pop, said Brother, we don't need to cook. We have our trail rations. Lots of them. Look. Trail rations. Pooh! I'll cook up a batch of my delicious Trailblazer stew. They got up to a nice place, but they all have their lunches in their knapsacks. And there he goes. He's going to build a fire. Looks like a nice spot. When on the trail, wild things are best, all cooked up in an old bird's nest. Now for a taste of my delicious Trailblazer stew. P.U. Okay, there's the old nest. He's got a stew made up on the fire. On second thought, stew's not on my diet. About that trail food, I think I'll try it. Come, shouted Papa, your merit badges are almost won. Through Rocky Gorge, and the test is done. Shh, Papa, shh. It says in the guide, in rocky places, do not shout. A noise can cause rocks to slide. Oh, there he is asking for that trail food. Ooh, that's a pretty rock gorge, but they're right. If he's not quiet, some of those rocks are going to start moving. But Sister's warnings came too late. Can't hear, shouted Papa. The noise of those rocks is much too great. Then Jane, who was watching all the while, landed her plane on Papa's rock pile. Your merit badges, the scout leader said, for brother, for sister, for cousin Fred. And one badge more, added Leader Jane, one for Papa. I shall explain. I wish our scoutmasters could ride around in helicopters and land to deliver merit badges. That would be great. Papa, you blazed a trail. You did it fast. Your 3 landmarks are sure to last. First we have Crocodile Alley, thanks to you. Second, the smell made by your stew. The third landmark I have in mind is the great rock pile that you just left behind. See, there he is, zipping through the forest, away from the crocodile. Looks like his stew might have made that bird fall out of a tree, though. And then there's the big rock pile. We did it, Scouts. We knew we could. We did what we said we would. We won badges to wear with pride by following our Bear Scout Guide. Way to go, Bear Scouts. So, on to our next book. Tomorrow will not be a Berenstein Bear book. Don't worry, we will be returning to the Berenstein Bears and the Bear Scouts soon enough. But tomorrow, we are going to be reading a book from my childhood bookshelf called Frogs Only. It's the story of Fozzie Bear trying to join the Frog Scouts. And it doesn't go very well for Fozzie Bear at the beginning, but we'll find out more about that tomorrow during Story Time with Scouter Rod. All right, Scouts, I hope you're having a great day or having a good night. Whatever you're doing, I hope you're safe. And don't forget, be prepared. Have a good one, Scouts.